We have gathered here for a talk on cyber hygiene that includes cyber crime and cyber security awareness on the occasion of 1 year completion of Cyber Jagrukta Divas. We extend a warm welcome to our very dynamic team leader, our worthy Madam Principal, Professor Dr. Atima Sharma Dwivedi, for gracing the occasion. And I also welcome all the faculty members and students present here. Now I request all the senior faculty members to please come forward and extend a warm welcome with the planter.
Very good afternoon, respected Madam Principal, my very learned colleagues and dear students. We are living in today's tech-savvy world where every information is available with a small click. Technology has enabled us to do varied tasks very easily and efficiently, but it has its dark side as well. We must make use of these intelligent smart devices very intelligently, taking proper safety measures. I am very thankful to respected Madam Principal for giving me the opportunity to interact with students on this pertinent issue of cyber hygiene to celebrate Cyber Jagrukta Divas on today's date. It is 6th October 2022. Before we go to the technical aspects, let's see what cyber world, as we are spending most of our time online in this cyber world. So let's begin and see how technology helps us. We know that technology has evolved and shaped our lives in many ways. IT has created amazing tools and resources and put information at our fingertips. Computing devices are increasingly becoming faster, portable and highly powered than ever before. Multifunctional devices, we all make use of smartwatches, smartphones, tablets and voice assistant devices. We are aware of Siri and Hey Google Assistant. We do audio and video chat in real time, send messages, post emails, voice notes, interact with friends and unknown people on social media. We do business, banking, trading, everything we are doing online. We learn new concepts and hobbies, join different groups, download material from internet for our assignments, use word processing, spreadsheets, presentations, watch movie, play games. You all are aware PUBG, Blue Whale and Rummy Circle all are very common in young generation. PUBG and Blue Whale have been banned by Indian government after the death of 14 children who committed suicide as a task in Blue Whale. We listen to the music, transfer money, make purchases, take medical advice, find any random information, stay in touch in this cyber world. India had 765 million internet users in January 2022 out of the total population of 1.40 billion. An average Indian spends 5 hours daily online, but young generation spends approximately 8 to 9 hours. Around 18% of global online users are in the age group of 18 to 24. And you people are spending more time in the virtual world than in the real world. So cyber hygiene is no more a choice. It is a necessity for safe and secure lifestyle. Like a house protects us from external environment, cyber security protects us from external and cyber intruders. So, to protect yourself against cyber crimes, you must know what are cyber crimes, what are various types and what is cyber safety. Cyber safety is nothing but the adoption of technology, processes and practices to protect our computers, networks, devices from damage. So we are here to talk about cyber crimes against women basically and cyber security. Cyberspace, what is cyberspace? Because we all are using digital devices and we are having very easy access to internet. We are doing, as I told earlier, sending and receiving mails using social media, watching movies, web series, and accessing large amount of information from millions of websites. So what are now cyber crimes? These are the crimes that involve a computing device and a network. Computing device may be a desktop, maybe a laptop, or maybe a small phone. So these devices may be used in the commission of a crime. These may be the medium, or these may be a target. Cyber crimes can threaten a person, company, nation security, and financial health of a person. It covers all activities like hacking, theft of personal data, dissemination of pornographic material. Every year, thousands of Indians become victim to some kind of cybercrime, including getting defrauded by spam callers. But I tell you, only 1/8 of these are reported actually. 7/8 go unreported. And cyber crimes are on exponential rise. Cyber crimes range from petty online frauds, lottery scams to sexual harassment. India witnessed 18 million cyber attacks and 2 lakh threats a day in the first quarter of 2022. This information is given by Google's VP Engineering for Privacy, Safety and Security. And this data is available on internet dated 25th August 2022. So I have already told that 1/8 go reported. And most of them are reported in IT Hub, and only 12% have been solved as per the official records. So we must take care of what we post. India is the most cyber attacked country. There is three times thrice increase in cyber crimes. That is why government has given larger budget, increased budget for cyber security. And India is the most, among top 3 most affected nations in Asia where cyber crimes are on the rise. There are various types of cyber crimes: email and internet fraud, identity fraud, theft of financial and card payment data, theft and sale of corporate data, demanding money to prevent a threatened attack, ransomware, and hackers accessing your private data. And if we talk about the cyber crimes on women, women are most victims of cyber crime. And cyber crimes against women cover a wide range of issues, including rape, eve teasing, and sexual exploitation. Particularly, women face these threats: cyber harassment, stalking, defamation, morphing, pornography, spoofing and phishing, and matrimonial frauds. I am coming to these one by one. What is cyber harassment? It is harassing someone online. So includes blackmailing, threatening, and even cheating via e-platforms. What are the reasons why it has increased? Because of the dominance of men online and less awareness on legal aspects. Even Mrs. Sonia Gandhi received threatening emails from the victims of 1984 riots. So it can be with anyone. We have to be very, very particular. And very recent one is the Punjab University case. Punjab University, Chandigarh University case, sorry. So, objectionable videos of women students were recorded. This happened on 17th of September 2022. Coming to cyber stalking, this is use of internet, email, and other electronic communication devices to stalk, to follow another person. So stalking of women is very common, and cyber stalking has increased mainly because of the availability of free email and website space and the anonymity provided by the chat rooms. We can talk to anyone in any chat room. So you must all watch a movie Hacked, which was released in 2020. It talks about, it depicts how the hacking and all critical aspects they take place. Initial cases of cyber stalking came with the case of Manish Kathuria, who chatted online with the identity of Ritu Kohli. It happened in 1994. After this, the government started making attempts to frame the IT policy, and IT Act came into being in 2020. In June 2000, a man was arrested by the Delhi police for assuming the identity of his ex-employer's wife in a chat channel that encouraged others to telephone net. Like उसके साथ बात करने के लिए वो encourage करता है. Cyber defamation is defaming someone online. So it is causing injury to the reputation of a person or a company by using false statements. Mediums may be World Wide Web, discussion groups, social networking sites and email. Abhishek, a teenager student, was arrested by the Thane police in India following a girl's complaint about ruining her image on social media. He created a fake account on the name of the girl and posted her phone number. Again, a case happened when a teenager girl was molested in a car and MMS was circulated on internet. So these are attempts to defame a person. Then morphing is very common. This is editing the original picture using some software and making the false identities. So girls' pictures are downloaded by fake users and uploaded on different websites by creating fake profiles. They edit the picture and post on pornographic sites. The Times of India reported a Delhi-based beautician told the police that her photograph was flashed on a phone bottle with her mobile number. Again, 26th years youth was arrested making the social networking sites and uploading some morphed pictures. Then another is cyber pornography. It is one of the largest business on internet. Involves production and distribution of pornographic material. So the persons with bad intentions, they do morphing on pictures and post on some sites. Those pictures, those videos are downloaded and transmitted through internet. Another is spoofing and phishing. Phishing is where a person steals the credentials of some bank account details. So it's a type of scam where the cyber criminal or hacker lures a user to reveal the sensitive information like credit card number, PIN, etc. And these are done through the sites which seem like the original sites. Like Google is Google and the mimic site may be G00GLE. So, and these sites ask for the credentials twice. एक टाइम पे लोड नहीं होता, दूसरी बारी वो फिर से इंफॉर्मेशन मांगते हैं. If anything of this kind happens, please do check the site name again. Spoofing is the identity theft where the person tries to use the identity of some other person. So various case studies on email spoofing came into being in Tamil Nadu. So various cases are under consideration, police is trying to solve. Some others are matrimonial frauds. So romance scams account for the highest financial losses of all internet-based crimes in the present scenario, and this ratio, this percentage is highest in Doaba region, where we are living. Remember, love at first sight doesn't work here. If the profile is very luring, it is too perfect, it's a signal that something is wrong with the profile. So please doubly check that profile which seems perfect in all respects. Beware of requests for engaging in intimate activities and be cautious about strange and suspicious links. So the motive here is not to threaten anyone, it is to tell you what safety measures to take. So be careful, and we are to do protection against cyber crimes. Various protection measures are Secure your digital devices linked with bank accounts with strong passwords and good antivirus software. Please do not depend on free antivirus. Remember, nothing is free in this world. When we are downloading free sites, that means we are compromising our security, our protection. Choose unique, non-guessable and meaningless passwords. Avoid making online financial transactions on public Wi-Fis. Try not to use the public Wi-Fis because those are not secure ones. Install a robust anti-malware, antivirus, total security solution on your device, particularly on desktop and laptops. Choose friends wisely. It's not about numbers, it is about the real friendship. So think doubly before sharing anything. Be careful what you post, update on social media. Ask yourself if you will regret it after 5 years, after 10 years. So be very careful while posting your pictures and videos on social media because it will be there forever. Be extra careful while visiting websites that ask for personal and financial information. And try to use the web browsers with encryption, keeping it updated with the latest version. So see, it is HTTPS instead of simple HTTP. Never click on suspicious email messages. Those who are telling you that you have won a lottery, you have been granted a loan, please do not click on those. Shop only at websites that you trust. Check the security features of new websites and authenticity. Keep the details with you. And if by chance the account is hacked, report immediately. So some tips when you are online, additional, keep personal information to yourself. I'm repeating it, do not share it with anyone. Keep privacy settings on, practice safe browsing, use secure internet connections, be careful what you download and be extra careful what you post. Choose strong and unique passwords. Purchases are made to be done from the secure and authentic sites only. And always use antivirus programs that are paid and updated. Never leave your device unattended. ऐसे छोड़ के नहीं चले जाना अपने सिस्टम को, उस पर पासवर्ड लगा हो और लॉक कर दीजिए जब आप नहीं यूज़ कर रहे. Be careful whom you meet online. Do not share your passwords. Web cameras and computers should be shut down and not kept open when not in use. I must tell you that some devices listen to us. हमें नहीं पता है, गूगल असिस्टेंट हमें सुन रहा है. हमें चाहे हमने अपना कैमरा, देखिए मैं डरा नहीं रही, बट जो मोबाइल का कैमरा है वो यूज़ हो सकता है, दूसरा बंदा आपको स्पाई कर रहा है आपके ही कैमरा से, using some software. So be extra careful. Do not publish any sensitive information. And if you see some suspicious links, please do not open. Beware of fake entities that steal your password. And again, if something happens, please report immediately. So we must be careful, like जो आप पोस्ट कर रहे हो वो आपके फ्रेंड्स, आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, आपके पेरेंट्स अगर देखें तो उनको ठीक लगे. अगर हम अपने लिए चाहते हैं सिक्योरिटी, सेफ्टी, तो दूसरे के लिए भी रिस्पेक्ट उतनी ही होनी चाहिए. सो अपनी फ्रेंड्स की भी ऐसी कोई पिक्चर्स जो आपको लगे गलत हैं, प्लीज़ कभी पोस्ट नहीं करनी. बिकॉज वंस ऑनलाइन it is going to be potentially there forever. So we have to be very, very careful. And if something happens, there is a redressal mechanism. The Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India has set up a portal to facilitate online complaints of cyber crimes, including the pornography, sexual abuse materials, and it is available on www.cybercrime.gov.in. And IT Act, गवर्नमेंट का जो हमारा गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का IT Act है, it provides fine and punishment, imprisonment in case of hacking. So Section 43, Section 66 of IT Act talks about this. If it is violation of privacy, it is dealt in Section 66E, identity theft again in Section 66. So please don't be afraid and report. And if it is some financial crime, like your financial transactions, it is related to that, you can report to, you can make a phone call 1930. So IT Act is there to help the victims. Cyber crime cell has been set up, Punjab ka jo hai, that is set up in Sector 11 Chandigarh, and in Jalandhar the cyber cell is in police lines. It is in Jalandhar also. It is available in every town, in every city. So the first thing is that the victim is to file an FIR with the local police. If he or she is not able to file the complaint in the cyber cell, please report to the local police station. They'll forward it to the cyber cell. So in case you want to check the presence of some hidden camera, there are 3-4 methods. I am going to share these. First is switch off all the lights, darken the room, put on curtains, and you need to observe and inspect for any blinking light. If there is some hidden camera, some blinking light you can see. And the other is open the camera app on your Android or iPhone and scan the area. If you notice a continuous or blinking light, inspect the place to find some hidden camera. It may be in the flower pot, it may be in the smoke detector, it may be on the bedside lamp. So please inspect the area carefully. Make a phone call. If some interruptions come, some cracking sound is there, that means some hidden camera is there. In that case, you have to find where the interference is maximum and try to locate that. And even some third-party apps like hidden camera detector can also be used. And by chance you have found some, get away from the viewing angle, take a photo of the evidence and report to the higher authorities. And try not to put your fingerprints there. And in case you want to check the presence of a two-way mirror in some try room of some mall, please check. Place your fingernail against the mirror and notice the gap. If there is a gap between the two, it is an ordinary mirror. But if your finger touches the reflection directly, then there are chances that the mirror is a two-way mirror. Place your phone's flashlight close to the mirror and check, observe it carefully. You will see the two mirror edges separately if it is a two-way mirror. So information security is as simple as ABC. Always be careful. Thank you. Stay alert, stay safe. In case you have any queries, you are most welcome to ask. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insightful lecture. I thank every one of you and Madam Principal for joining us today. Thank you everyone and have a nice day.